Take this. Find them.
Усім привіт! Ви на каналі Portkey Games і ми продовжуємо проходити Hogwarts Legacy. Нам на днях прийшов такий от лист, і нас прийняли на 5-й курс факультету Гриффіндор. Ми створили такого от персонажа і ми будемо зараз за нього проходити далі. Так, в попередній серії там, ну, по суті, ми його створили, ми там потрапили в якийсь заміс з драконом. Далі ми, здається, в банку були, в банку Грінготс. Да, Грінготс. Там теж щось пішло не так, як то кажуть, і ми в кінці таки встигли на посвяту. Так, що у нас по завданню? Знайдіть свою вітальню. А, я можу переодягнутися, Так, як мені... Ні, це Люмус. А як мені ці якісь шмотки взяти? Поміняти я можу? Так, Люмус мені не треба. Це якісь ці ящики. Так. Ні, це головне меню. Я зараз згадую просто, як згадую, я не знаю, як мені що міняти. Може. М. Це теж головне меню. Я, коротше, не знаю, яка кнопка, десь там, походу, буде. Будемо знати. Я хіба що я зараз. Так, в мене не дуже складний рівень складності, це поки що. Тому що я взагалі не знайомий із серією. Так. Угу. Бігти, стрибнути. Тут те саме. Взаємодіяти, націлити, ребеліо. Компасний шлях. Протего. Загалом там щось таке. Ну, в мене по заклинанню ще просто нічого практично немає. А я правильно йду? Чи ні? Мені треба наверх? Мені треба наверх. Ще далі, ще. Значить ти кажеш, як туди пройти? Ну, так і пройти. Чи там нікого не бачу? О, скриня, там щось є. Замкнута. А, я типу я ще ніякого уровня не набрав, да? Що мені робити? Поговорити, да? Ну, привіт. Хто ти? Нелі Спайр.
Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Я не знаю, чи казати їй правду. Ну, скажемо,
Carriage
я
was
не
attacked by a
знаю.
dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
I'm
Приємно
sure
було
I'll be seeing you
познайомитись.
around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Насправді вона мені... А чому вона туди полізла? Що це? Що це таке? Чому вона туди полізла? Що вона робить? Що це що, дуже прикольно? В них таке дозволене? Значить, волосся в них повинно бути зібране завжди. Але по камінах зверху можна лазити. Так. Що? Я буду крутити. Все.
Really mastered that one, haven't you?
По-моєму, так не можна, та ти що? Так, а це схожий на цього, на... Як ж він був в книгах і в фільмах. Драко, о. Гаррет Уізлі. О, навіть так. Да, він Уізлі. Точно.
I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Напевно,
Must be
класно.
nice
Да.
having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Да, що в тебе в
Having
чашці?
Professor beer for breakfast.
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Well, it was
Приємно
nice
було
meeting you,
познайомитись.
Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Вершкове пиво? Ні, неправильно, вершкове пиво? Таке є? Їм таке можна? Так, а це хто? Хто ти? А, ти, типу... А, це вже викладач? Ні.
Я
просто в окулярах. Кресіда Блюм.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you.
Кресіда, да. Не так наголос.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
Так,
I'm
він
not
мене
sure I'd say
вчив.
that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Так, я не сумніваюся, що тобі все вийде.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Is it really that
До речі, да,
difficult to
цікаво.
cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Do most
Так.
students know how to cast
Це теж.
non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Добре.
Well, good
Удачі.
luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Да, в мене ж тут перший
Hey,
день.
Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Да-да-да, мене покликали. Куди мене покликали? Такий дивна кругова це вихід. О,
Good morning. I trust you're ready
Professor
for your first
Weasley.
day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary
привид.
to ensure your success. Here you are.
а чого вони так всі розлітаються? Що робиться?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a
А,
first
це
year.
типу, коротше, це
It would
такий
be
собі
wise to
про...
take full
ну,
advantage
аналог
of the
заліковки.
exceptionally valuable
Я
results.
зрозумів. Все. Звуку цього...
Thank you, Professor,
Wait.
but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Що я хотів сказати? Хотів сказати, що звук у цього зараз заклинання, коли оця річ зникає, потім знову появляється, звук дуже схожий, як
The
в
guide will give
Відьмаку,
you opportunities to practice your magic
звук
and educate
арт.
yourself about wizarding lore.
Тільки трохи тихіше. Так, а куди вона мене веде? А, просто йти за нею, а вона кудись мене приведе.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a
Яка
student.
цікава анімація
Using the
ходьби.
guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. The guide
Тут
appears
привид.
to have some information for you about that painting.
О,
of the
картини,
Portkey
які це, коротше,
Games.
персонажі.
Simply cast
Що робити?
Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Як мені зібрати її? Не так? Як мені її зібрати? Ой, не то. Може F? О, збереження. Ну, давай. Ні, нічого не працює.
Revelio.
А, так, Ревеліо. Ревеліо це на R. Угу, зібрав. Угу. Це в мене вже є перший рівень, да? Випробування я 1%, да? Ага. Сторінки. Коротше, ну такого собі довідника. Це 1%. Угу. 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 Та... Щось тут, мені здається, щось тут забагато цього всього.
Clever.
Можна заплутатись.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
О, кіт, іде кіт. Так, стоп. Гладим кота. Все. Все, можна йти. Те, що в грі є коти, їх можна гладити, це вже ознака хорошої гри. Тут стільки статуй. Стеля якась дивна, це якось воно таке.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains
Вежа
a map of the
викладачів.
castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Угу. Так, карта. Угу. Це нам показують. Це типу така собі як 3D-модель. Угу. Ага. То це типу як швидке переміщення, я так розумію, бо я тут ще нічого не знаю, то мені здається, що так. Швидке переміщення по своєму навчальному закладу. Поки що ми ж, до речі, ну прям, ну,
Quite the
не...
time saver. These stairs
Мгм.
lead directly to
Ну,
Central
то я
Hall.
бачу. Побачив дуже маленьку частину
You can get almost
всього, ну,
anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
всього світу. Тільки там,
Always something
от,
happening here. It's the
де,
heart
де
of
на
the
нас,
hive.
як на нас напав дракон, там щось банк, і плюс, ну, зараз вже.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what
Done.
you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Що таке
Can you
захист
tell me
від
more
темних
about the
мистецтв?
Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is
Hogsmeade.
the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Добре,
Thank you, Professor
добре, піду.
Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create
Мені ще стільки
additional
треба
assignments
дізнатися.
outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Так і є,
We
так і
did
є.
take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig.
Я тебе пам'ятаю. Це ти той самий професор Фіг.
You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
Добре.
And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Кажеш, зайти до тебе окремо? Да. Так, а ти щось там мене навчити мав, да?
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Та не переживайте.
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead.
Що це за переклад зараз
It
був?
may require a bit more flexibility with your time.
Розумна і проникла відьма.
And she
Серйозно.
may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better.
Я мову
left
змінити не
between
можу,
us.
до речі,
Understood,
тому...
Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Це цікаво, це цікаво. Що там? Так. Треба відслідковувати завдання.
To help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Все, можна йти. Що це літає? Що це літає? Перший рівень мене, да? Як мені прийти? Все, я прийшов. Треба ще ждати, поки воно це... Це зараз у нас буде що? Заняття по захисту від темних сил. Ага. Почати завдання, заняття. До речі, в мене на швидкому доступі тільки одне. А ми вже ним користувалися. О, ти Слізерин. Левіоса.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
О,
To the
все.
wise,
Став на
age
місце.
matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso?
Для
A
Біоса.
levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Так, стоп. Я зараз. Чекайте. Давай. Давай. Левіоса є. Ні, насправді це не складно, але просто я. О, пір'їна. І що? Вона легка.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Добре. От. Це мені пробувати. Чи по черзі? Я перший? Показуйте кнопку.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Так, Левіоса 2, да?
A surprise good. Now, well done.
Ух ти, в мене вийшло.
Well done.
Як він в повітрі крутиться.
Well done.
Well done. Все. Як мене класно вийшло,
Very
да?
good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast,
Так,
and
це типу,
Protego.
зараз що
You may
буде?
begin.
Що він зараз робити треба буде? Ой,
This should be
Protego.
easy.
так.
Hastings.
Good form. I know. Stupid one.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Давай.
Levioso.
All of my students.
Давай.
I do enjoy life duel.
Що, я виграв, да?
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
А він, до речі, з Слізерина. Да, ми з собою задоволені.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Heckard. Glad to have the opportunity.
10 очок
If what
Гриффіндору.
I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day.
Себастьян.
Class is
З
dismissed.
Єбастьяном нам поговорити, да? А ти хто? Так дивися на мене. Якось а ти з якого факультету? Тут так класно, це по мантіях, зразу можна визначати, хто з якого факультету. Ну, зараз нам ця професор пояснювала.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
Та про неї будуть складати легенди.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new
Sebastian
student to be
Sallow.
so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Це моя
In
перша
fact, it
дуель.
was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent.
Так, да, він правий.
You might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and
Звучить інтригуюче.
unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
Да,
Whether it's
да.
joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
Чи так світло
Perhaps
падає
somewhere
зараз?
unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Добре, я постараюсь.
Till next time.
Завдання закінчено. І зразу моє досягнення в цьому в Epic Games випало. Ага. Клас. Так, а як можна Як можна глянути? Так, карта. А де? Ага, я бачу зверху Q. Тільки воно не працює. Так, випробування. Угу. Колекції. Так, інвентар. Що в мене є? В мене нічого нема. А де тут ці мої... У мене ж за делюкс версію мали бути ці шмотки, коротше, самі круті. Це? Чи я щось не розумію просто. Так, завдання, зараз глянемо завдання. Так. Основні. Всі О, ну, в принципі, нормально. Інші. Взаємовідносини. Побічні. Виконано. Угу. Я відслідковую його чи ні? Угу. Тобто, в принципі, мені поки що, ну, я дивився перед цим огляди, що там от незручностями... Так, стоп, не туди. Незручностями всіма завданнями саме, як вони там сортуються, але я це, що зараз побачив, мені нормально. Тобто, мені, в принципі, зручно. Що з FPS-ом? А, наверх? Чи сюди? Сюди аж. Ага. Ну, тут і сходів набудували, я не знаю. Сюди? Що за FPS-ом? Ще наверх. Я думав, що це щось зараз з цією картиною. Так. Почати завдання. Я думав, що тут буде як в РДР. Ти підходиш і завдання автоматично починається.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met
Ну,
Professor
да-да-да.
Ronan yet?
А ти хто?
Shall we begin? Welcome
Professor
to year 5
Ronan.
of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Ой.
I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Ти у мене забрав книжку.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Хі-хі-хі.
Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Що? Я перший раз тут, що ти на мене дивишся?
It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom.
Да-да-да, треба
Now let's
освіжити
put those
пам'ять.
textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Як її звати? Міс якось? Ми з нею говорили, здається. Так, що за... Що цього разу? Давай. Встиг. Акціо.
Accio.
Акіо навіть. Там пише акцію.
That is not
Акіо.
bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of
Хапаю
potential, but
просто на
remember,
льоту.
potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion
О, це ми любимо.
outside for
Це
a
ми
spot
любимо.
of fresh air. After me.
Да, за тобою. Він, до речі, це так схоже на якогось такого. Я б навіть. Якось дуже дивно картини міняються на такого більш стереотипного чарівника якогось, ніж саме на викладача.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Що це ти тим будівництвом зайнявся? А, це оця тема.
So why don't we have our newest student start
Як
us
він
off?
називається? Квідіч, він казав, да? Що, знов мені пробувати? Так.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres
Accio,
and relinquish
да?
your charm at the last.
І що?
Splendid! Stay focused.
О, так, ще раз. І що?
That's it. Don't lose your composure. Excellent control there.
А, їх треба відпускати, а я...
Very
Ой.
good. Points to
Я просто
Gryffindor.
зажав, я тримав,
But
поки
there's
він не
certainly
докотиться
no
до
sport
кінця.
in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Ну, давай попробуємо, що вийде.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are
Ну,
playing red.
так. Як мені таргет?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp. Phew.
А, ти по черзі, да?
Accio.
Давай тільки... Не,
Let us
Wow.
see this.
Окей. Знову впав. Коротше, все,
Do
я
not
цього.
be discouraged. Here we go.
Я взагалі очок зараз не наберу.
Accio.
І що?
Very good.
Ну, хоч 50. Хоча б 50 набрав.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Якого ще різноманіття?
I think we are well
А хто
past
перший, ти
interesting
чи
at
я?
this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this.
Так, я сюди підійду, да? Я можу, все.
That is how it's done.
Так.
Accio.
Стій, 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 стій. Стій.
That's it.
50, все.
Let us see this.
Може я виграю цього разу? Так. Давай. Бляхи. Я забув відпустити.
Stay focused.
Be sharp.
Я забув відпустити. Угу.
Accio.
Я знов забув нажати. Ну все. Не знаю, щось я не дуже зосереджений просто на цьому. Ну, вона сама по своїй суті ця гра не складна, іменно цей квідіч, але не сконцентрованість. Плюс немає прям супервеликого бажання іменно там зразу виграти, там і так постійно все там класно йде.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Так, і що ми?
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
Дякую
To
за
put it
розуміння.
lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes.
О,
I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand.
да,
I
це,
must
до речі,
admit,
корисно.
however,
Правильно каже.
that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu
Вгадав.
School of Magic
Навик.
is the largest
Де це
wizarding
взагалі
school
де?
in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about
Да,
another wizarding
доволі цікаво.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
Ронен, що він з мене
Until
знов
next
хоче?
time.
Of course, you can use
A word,
Так, і що ти
if you
кажеш?
if you're so.
Погано в мене
You
вийшло
wanted
грати.
to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Ну, так що робити? Завдання виконано. Заняття з заклинаннями. У мене зараз 2-й рівень. Так, які в мене Акіо, Люмус, якесь ще одне. Левіоса. Да, 3 заклинання я знаю. Вони зараз в мене на панелі швидкого доступу. Так, що там по завданнях? Так, карта. Ти не вискакуй мені тут, я. Окей. Після урочні завдання. О, тут вже показує, такий мені рівень треба, добре. Так, зараз підемо. Зараз підемо. Так, а де вона? Це ж вона? Я ж не встиг забути. Так, а що? А, ось йо. Вниз. Ну, там було, здається, переміщення, але я просто хочу походити тут, погуляти, що тут де робиться. Бо я не знаю абсолютно. Давай, відчиняйтесь. Двір трансфігурації? Так і називається? Серйозно? Так, і що? Починаємо. Чекаємо, який там професор Уізлі. Дек. О.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Це родич Доббі?
There you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard
Непогано.
as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... What was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't
Права.
there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct,
Да-да-да.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Та вони ж і так непогано все виходить.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Так.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
Да, про зілля. Мене цікавить
Stocks a
зілля.
wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
Магічний
I've
рецепт.
never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is.
Олівандера.
Most
Магазин
people
Олівандера.
are familiar
Хто такий
with the shop in
Олівандер?
Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr.
А,
Ollivander is
ці
a genuine
палочки,
craftsman
точно,
and
да,
highly
я забувся.
skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Можна йти?
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps
А, то я навіть
Sebastian
не
Sallow
сам
or
можу
Natsai
йти.
Ono.
Мгм.
I've noticed you spending time with them.
Ну, хай
I'd
буде.
like to go with Natty.
Нет.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area.
Це вже, виходить,
Keep you
вибудовують ці
well clear of
відносини
any of
між
Victor
цими
Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather
виходить як
unsavory
одногрупниками.
rogue. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Та ну що, справді? Вершкове пиво. Далеко йти? Так, що по завданнях? А, я не можу взяти карту світу. Завдання. Це як додаткові, да? А що, в мене є якісь очки чи ні? Інвертар. Рівень. Пошта бачу.
Ah, there you are.
Окей, починаємо завдання.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort
З
to
таким
catch you up
жорстким
with your
акцентом
peers.
говорить.
A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Я виконую.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
сторінку
This is the
разом.
right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Як він казав?
Revelio.
Ревеліо.
I reckon Sebastian did not expect such a sound defeat in defense
Чого ти
against
сюди
the Dark
прийшла?
Arts.
Lumos.
Не то.
Levioso.
Так, ось ти.
Revelio.
Може мені назад повернутися? Як мені її забрати? Як? Не полетіло.
Accio. Got it.
О! В мене вийшло. Акіо я використав Ревеліо плюс Акіо.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Revelio.
Що ти? Все. В мене вийшло. В мене вийшло, давай. Йдемо до цього професора.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much
I completed the assignments, Professor.
marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms.
Да, це
Let
базове,
us
це
give the
по-любому
old
база.
mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember,
Все.
your wand is a conduit of your magic.
О, так. Давай. Все. Репаро. А що воно означає? Як мені ним користуватися? 3. Ага.
That's it. Very good.
Reparo.
If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with
Що
that
воно
broken
робить?
statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly
Щось
symbolized
відновити треба, да?
heartbreak. Perhaps a
А,
jilted
от,
lover
от,
thought it too
да.
accurate and lashed out.
Репаро.
Nicely done.
Ух ти,
Works like
вийшло.
a charm, doesn't it?
Все, в мене вийшов відновити статую. Що, 3-й рівень в мене, да? Клас. Клас, а що тут? Що це за значок? Якесь автозбереження зараз в мене. Може це все тут? Може якісь заклинання використати? О, так.
Revelio.
Ну там щось є. Може мені з цього боку зайти? Та ні, ну там по-любому. Це десь там щось всередині, зараз зайду. Так, 4. Все. Так, виявити.
Revelio.
А чого я не можу відкрити? Опять тут якась загадка. Це так не працює.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Ні. Так, і що зараз? Нема тут таких тварин. Павук. Не бачу. А от. Ще не дуже знаю, як воно працює.
Lumos. Levioso. Reparo. Levioso. Reparo.
Ні. Так, по завданнях. Карта, зараз глянемо карту. Так, зайшов великий зал. Криво. Так, я. Криво вежі. Південне криво. Оце яке завдання? Типу основне чи не основне? Осміт. Я, до речі, це попробую додатково виконати. Може пізніше це буду виконувати, не знаю. Ну, так. Може так краще? Ні.
Ugh, what am I missing?
Ну так не дуже, то й краще. Десь не туди взагалі дивиться. Зберіг. Якщо нам вийти на вулицю. Зараз ще буду спробую вийти на вулицю. Чи це не на вулицю? Що так довго? Це такий, типу, внутрішній дворик, да? Хай буде так. Добре, я думаю, в принципі, на цьому... Так. Зберегтись, я не зберігся. Не так. Мені треба зажати, напевно. Чи мені треба завдання цей не починати? Так, зараз. Зараз. Так, а як вийти? От, отак. Тепер я допер. Так, зберегти гру. Тут треба зажимати. Це як на консолі. Так, збережено. Тож, всім дякую за перегляд. Ви можете мене підтримати, підписатися, поставити лайк цьому відео, поширити його, прокоментувати також, ну і поділитися якимись власними враженнями від цієї новинки. Ну і до наступної серії. Будемо далі проходити.
I said settle. Abacadabra!